BYD, a brand that is on everyone's lips right now. Why? Because of their high quality, high tech, and surprisingly low prices. Today, we are testing the BYD Seal Premium. It's an electric car, it's heavy, but it promises good performance. Let's see if it delivers. First up, acceleration and braking. When I say good acceleration, I mean 0 to 60 in 5.5 seconds. For a heavy, economy-focused EV like this, that is a very respectable number. And the brakes? It's stopped in 39 meters. Considering the weight and dimensions of this thing, that's a totally standard and acceptable result. Now for the handling test. This might be tricky because this car has a very long wheelbase. I started at 63 kilometers per hour, passed easily. So I raised my expectations and pushed it to 68 kilometers per hour. At first, it looked rough, but eventually it made it through, although it did smack one cone. So I dialed it back to 65 kilometers per hour and it passed flawlessly. Now I need your help. Should I record the score as 65 kilometers per hour clean run or 68 kilometers per hour with a cone hit? Let me know in the comments. Next, suspension test. After this relatively tough test for this car, let's move to the suspension system test, which genuinely shocked me. This car's performance is truly phenomenal on cobblestone roads, performing extremely well. So let's try bumpy terrain. On bumpy terrain, the car's performance is still relatively decent, but because of its heavy weight, it can't perform as well as lighter cars. I took the car on city speed bumps, and it's a bit tough there. Again, because of its long wheelbase. If you pay attention, here the car's underbody slightly hits the bump, which isn't great for city driving. Now, let's destroy it. Crash tests. Starting with the roof crush, pillar strength. We put it under the crusher to see what it can take. And, wow, it withstood about 50,000 newtons, 5 tons. That is an excellent score. However, as you can see, the panoramic glass roof shattered immediately. That's normal for glass, but it makes me worry. Will this glass roof actually protect passengers in a rollover? Write your predictions in the comments before we do it. Time for the rollover test. Getting it onto the ramp was a pain, long wheelbase problems again, so I had to cheat a little to flip it. And action. Look at that. It performed amazingly. I don't know what you guys predicted, but that glass roof held up like it was made of solid steel. The cabin is intact, passengers are safe, and the doors opened easily. It's like the roof wasn't even glass. Impressive. With that confidence boost, let's move on to the main crash tests. How many stars will the BYD Seal earn? First, rear impact, getting hit from behind. Clean, beautiful performance. The passengers are perfectly safe. Zero complaints here. Next, side impact. This is usually the nightmare test. From the outside, it looks like it handled it well, but it really depends on your perspective. I'm showing you the interior view now. You tell me, how did it do? Before we continue to the trailer tests, if you're enjoying this video, please like and subscribe and rate the car's safety in the comments. Now, rear-ending a trailer. Speed, 55 kilometers per hour. Result, solid. Passengers are safe, nothing else to say. Then, sideswiping a trailer. This seems easier, but if you're negligent, it can be deadly. But clearly the Chinese engineers weren't lazy here. They built a tank. Honestly, well done, BYD. They are building cars with their own unique identity and high safety standards. Next, head-on collision. Two cars, both doing 64 kilometers per hour. This is a violent impact, but as you can see, the Seal protected its passengers extremely well. At this point, I'm thinking this car deserves a solid 4 stars, but let's see if it can reach 5 stars with the final tests. Frontal crash, 50% overlap. Okay, this actually disappointed me a little. Why? Because the floor of the car bent. That is very strange. Please, if anyone knows why the floor would buckle like that, explain it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious, and I'll be reading your replies. Because of this, I'm sticking to my 4-star rating. Finally, 100% full frontal crash. Same issue here, the floor bends again. I really don't know the reason for this structural weirdness. Is it the battery pack? The frame? You tell me. So, final verdict, how many stars for the BYD Seal? See you in the next video. Bye.